Which social media channels are right for you? Social media channels are no different from other channels in that they require that you understand your customer, their activities, and interests. Does your target audience maintain a profile on networking sites like LinkedIn or Facebook? Do they read blogs or watch videos, post reviews, or create content? Do they even bother with social media? You can get a lot of that information from your customer empathy maps and by exploring the social media landscape. Much of the social media landscape falls into 6 main categories: publishing, sharing, messaging, discussing, collaborating, and networking. These categories describe how the respective social media channels are primarily used. It's important to keep that in mind as well when you choose your channel and create content to fit that channel. You'll want to map your customer persona, their activities, and interests to the social media channels that match best. For example, if your customers are avid readers, you may want to focus on a channel for publishing content to reach them, like Medium. Maybe your customers are people who use your tools to create. In that case, you might find your target audience in a place where they are sharing their creations, like Behance. Your customers might be a certain age group that is heavily engaged in talking with each other. In that case, you'll use a messaging channel like Kik. Perhaps your customers like to discuss their learning or hobbies. In that case, you'll use a discussion channel like Quora. Or your customers could best be found at work. In that case, you'll use a collaboration channel like Slack. Or your customers might be focused on their careers. In that case, you'll use a networking channel like LinkedIn. In most cases, your customers are engaged in all sorts of activities at different times, and you'll use a combination of these channel types to reach your audience. What about the most popular social media sites? Many of these channels serve multiple purposes. For example, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn allow for publishing, sharing, messaging, discussing, collaborating, and networking. Whereas Pinterest and Instagram are more visual. They are mainly about photos and therefore more static. YouTube is also visual, but video is more dynamic. Snapchat takes visuals and the dynamics of video further by incorporating messaging. You'll also want to evaluate the various social media channels against your customer journey. There might be better channels in which to raise awareness versus teach your customers why you're better than your competitors. The marketing you do in these social media channels will depend on the type of channel it is. For example, for a publishing channel like Medium, you'll write an essay about a topic that matters to your customers. Or for a collaboration channel like Slack, you may create an application that helps your customers be more productive. We'll get more into how to create content for types of channels in Lesson 3 of this course. Finally, you'll want to outline your social media plan in a spreadsheet to stay organized.